Reset! Hey there everybody. So I thought I'd do something a little different today. I want to talk about the brand new thing that's going on the internet right now. The news about the Spider-Man deal with Sony and Disney/Marvel and their sad breakup. Aww. Yeah. So the biggest thing I wanted to talk about is why is everybody that upset? Or, well, I shouldn't say why is everybody upset. What does this mean for everybody? Well, I'll tell you what it means. It just means that Sony is going to be back doing what they were doing before. Like with Andrew Garfield. Now, I'm not saying that Andrew Garfield's coming back as Spider-Man, for those of you that were a big, huge Andrew Garfield Spider-Man fan. What that means is that there's no help from Marvel, and they cannot connect anything to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or otherwise known as the MCU. Basically meaning that Spider-Man cannot interact with anybody that Disney owns. Spider-Man can't be hanging out with Thor, or Captain America, or not Tony. That's all that this means. Tom Holland is signed for 2 more films, so everybody's saying, oh no, there's gonna be another reboot. No, they don't have to reboot it. They can keep using Tom Holland, which people really like Tom Holland. I like Tom Holland. I think he's great. So it's not that big of a deal. But everybody's just saying, well, he's not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe anymore. He doesn't have Tony Stark to look up to. All the tech and gadgets, they're gonna have to find a new way. Yeah, that's kind of true. So they may have to rearrange some things, but at least he can hang out with Tom Hardy's Venom, right? My personal opinion of this is that I don't think it's that big of a deal. I like Sony's take with Spider-Man. I was a huge fan of the Tobey Maguire films. I know that's a controversial take nowadays, but I really did like them. I thought they were fantastic. I thought they were stupendous, and they really brought action superhero cinema to the next level when it was just very campy. Not saying that those ones aren't, but it showed that they could be real and had something to them. So I'm fine with this. I was not the biggest fan of the Andrew Garfield films. I could discuss more about this in a video topic later on, but that's just a quick snippet of what I personally thought of those 2 things. I'm really interested on what they do with Tom Holland now that Marvel is out of the picture. The people saying that it's gonna be ruined and, oh, it's gonna suck because Marvel's not in it, I think that's a little bit of an over-exaggeration. I think they're still gonna be fine. If you liked the actor and you liked the director, why wouldn't you like these? Are you just saying that you only like them because Spider-Man was hanging out with Captain America and Tony Stark? Is that the only reason that you like Spider-Man? Well, numbers tell me I don't think so. Spider-Man is one of the most popular heroes of all time, especially Marvel's. So it's kind of funny that people are saying, oh, without Marvel, he's absolutely nothing, when he had success before. These Spider-Man movies, while some may consider them campy nowadays, they were huge successes. People thinking that Sony has no idea what they're doing is a little ridiculous, in my personal opinion. So it makes me laugh when everybody says, oh, they're gonna suck, oh, it's gonna be bad. Will it? You got the same actor? The same director? I think it's going to be fine. Will it be a little interesting to see the take that they do with it? Yeah, because we don't have these other Marvel characters anymore. We just have the Spider-Man universe, but we had that before. This is something that we already did. When we had the old Spider-Man movies of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, they didn't have anything else. It was just the Spider-Man universe that Sony owned, which I love those. I thought they were fine. So apparently what the truth of the matter is that these talks were about the fact that Sony and Disney and /Marvel wanted to work out another deal. Originally, what I believe the deal was that Disney was supposed to get 5% of the opening gross for the films, but they got 100% of merchandising. Plus, they got 100% of ticket sales whenever Spider-Man was in a team-up movie like The Avengers. Everything else belonged to Sony. So this was a pretty good partnership that I thought we would never see the light of day. Unfortunately now, what happened? Greed. Yes. greed. Disney wanted 50-50% share. Why? Because Spider-Man's Far From Home made over $1 billion, so they just sat there and said, whoa, we want more money. Well, that's all well and fine. You already get 100% of merch. You already get 5% of ticket sales on the solo movies already. Plus, you get all that money from the team-up movies, which make a hell of a lot more money. Why were people expecting Sony to back out of this? To just give in? If you were running Sony, would you do that? No, because you know that Spider-Man is a hot commodity. Now, the question remains, is Spider-Man a hot commodity because he was part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? That's the ultimate question here. Because originally, no, he was not. Spider-Man was amazingly popular. Amazingly. But he was. And everybody loved to watch Spider-Man movies. They were always huge box office smashes. Yes, they're not the level that the Avengers movies and the Iron Man movies are nowadays, but they're still something. And Sony knows that. They're not stupid. So, I don't understand. I'm not sure what the hate is about. I think that they believe that it's going to be another Andrew Garfield scenario of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where now that Sony takes the reins, it's just gonna suck. It's just gonna be bad. I didn't see Venom. I don't know how good it was. I've heard completely mixed things. Some say it was amazing, some say it wasn't. Maybe he can team up, or not so much team up, but join with Tom Holland's Spider-Man and be his big bad guy that we wanted before, because we sure as hell didn't have it with Spider-Man 3 because everybody's mad about that. So that was just something that was on my mind, and I kind of side with Sony on this. I wanted to speak my mind on that. Who do you really side with? Do you think Disney's in the right that they should have more money out of this because they're kind of creative control? Or do you think Sony's doing the right thing and, hey, you guys don't deserve any more of this money. We own this. You sold it to us before. That's up to you. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content and see what else I can come up with. I know the big thing everybody's looking at right now is, yes, I have a new set. When I do face-to-face interactions like this is the set I'm going to be using from now on. This is my brand new setup. Maybe it'll work, maybe it'll last, I don't know. We'll see. Thanks, everybody!